Hello and welcome back to Bits and Bobs. Now just over a year ago, around 14 months ago, I made a video showcasing the top 10 best coins, my top 10 favourite coins in my collection. Now in that 14 months I've bought many more coins, and so as you'd expect my top 10 has changed quite a lot. So in today's video I'll be showing you my top 10 now. The top 10 best coins, my favourite coins in my collection, from 10th place to 1st place of my best coins currently in my coin collection. So let's have a look. So let's start with number 10. And in 10th place we have this coin here, a very beautiful bullion coin from very recent times. It is the coronation of King Charles III from the 6th of May 2023 and has an exquisite design on some really shiny, beautiful bullion silver. We can see the King Charles III royal cipher there to the middle, a very cool royal cipher, which is then crowned here with a St. Edward's crown. Around it is then a wreath tied with a ribbon to the bottom, the legend around which I've just read, and you can see some very small wording all around the rim. This is a very cool design detail feature and adding security to the coin, and what that says will now be on screen there so you can read it because it's very hard to see on the actual coin. This coin is special for another reason though, as it does have the crowned portrait of King Charles III to the obverse. It is quite rare for kings to be crowned on coins, as they haven't been for hundreds and hundreds of years, and King Charles III won't be crowned on most of his coins. This is a very unique occasion for the coronation. So the crowned portrait coupled with a great design on the reverse and just the beauty of the shiny silver makes this my 10th favourite coin. Look at that, a true lovely coin in 10th place. Now then, going back in time for 9th place, my 9th favourite coin is this one here. This is a George II shilling from 1745. We can see here a garter star in the middle, then with 4 crowned shields around. We have the joint shield here for England and Scotland, with the 3 lines of England to the left and the rampant line of Scotland to the right. We then have the Hanoverian shield here, the Harp of Ireland to the bottom, and the French ladies in a shield there to the other shield. So that's then 4 shields crowned about a garter star, with the date at the top, 1745, very old, and a legend around there in Latin. Now this coin is in my top 10 because of this word right here, Lima. Now this is silver, originally from Lima, the capital of Peru, that was then plundered and stolen by the Spanish, and then on the way back to Spain, bringing their silver and gold that they took back to Spain, they were then intercepted by British fleets, stealing their silver and gold, and using it in British coins, as we can see here, Lima, there for propaganda, to say we have beat the Spanish and stolen their treasure to use in our own coins. So, a great design coupled with great history of this coin puts it in 9th place for me in my top 10. Now then, moving on to the number 8th place, we have here a hammered coin, the only hammered coin for my top 10. Now we can see here, this is a lovely coin from the reign of Elizabeth I, so very old. We can see her portrait there with the crown to the top and the Tudor rose to the side, and we can still read the word Elizabeth there quite clearly on this side of the coin, and the word Regina there obviously being Queen, Elizabeth the Queen of England. Now this coin is a 3p from 1579. 1579, hundreds and hundreds of years ago, many centuries back in time. There's some great history to this coin, and it's cool to think about where it's been for all these years. As for the design, we can see here a date above a shield, which has the 4 parts there, 2 with the 3 lines of England and 2 with the lilies of France, and then a legend around the coin. So a great design, but mainly in the top 10 due to the history and just pure age of this coin. A really cool age and a really cool design for this number 8th place in my collection. Now then, on to 7th place is this one here. This is a beautiful half crown from the reign of King George IV. Now we can see here an exquisite reverse design done by Jean-Baptiste Merlin with many design elements. We can see here a crowned Hanoverian shield within a crowned on stand royal shield here with the 4 parts, a banner to the bottom, a legend around. Overall, a truly beautiful coin, and I could look at this coin all day. This is an 1825 half crown featuring the second portrait of George IV. The obverse is nothing special, but the reverse here brings it into 7th place for me in my top 10. Now then, on to 6th place, we have here a piece of gold. I will get it out of the capsule or the little slab here to have a better look. So here it is, a lovely gold half sovereign. A beautiful coin. You can see here an embellished royal shield there with the sort of design around the edge, then the 4 parts as usual, with a lovely St. Edward's crown to the top, and legend around, and intact milling there, so no gold has been clipped or shaven off of this coin. The obverse, we can see here a portrait of a young Queen Victoria. This is a young head portrait by William Wyon, with her hair in a bun, also known as the bun head. The date of this coin is 1870, so very old, very beautiful piece of gold here, and I had to include some gold in the top 10. This is my favourite gold coin I have, the young head Victoria from all these years ago, an old 1870 half sovereign, and it would be very cool to think this gold would have been used in circulation back in Victorian England. So a great coin in my 6th place. We're now halfway through and we move on to number 5, which is this coin here. Another half crown, another early half crown. This is a George III one, and this one is even more beautiful. We can see here, again, a crowned Hanoverian shield set within a sort of rounded royal shield here with the 4 parts as usual, 2 with the 3 lions of England, the Harp of Ireland and Lion Rampant of Scotland. This is then set within the Royal Order of the Garter, we can see around there, and then crowned with a lovely portrait of St Edward's crown there to the top, with most detail still being shown after 200 years plus. A nice chubby legend around the edge with big font and a big text there. And we can see some great toning to this coin with a dark field and highlighted areas when it's been a bit worn. It's still light silver and dark silver for the background, bringing out the design even more. So this coin is from 1819. So as I say, over 200 years old, a George III half crown. We can see here his portrait facing to the right, wearing a laureate in his hair and his ears and eyes still being visible, although it is a bit worn here to the obverse. Again, the legend around here in a big chunky font and the date to the bottom, 1819. Overall, a great coin and one that's just great to handle and feel and look at and imagine the 200 years of history for this lovely sterling coin with that wonderful, wonderful design. Now then, on to 4th place, we have here a very famous coin. It is the Godless Florin. Now this is a truly exquisite coin. Firstly, the design is just absolutely amazing. We can see here a lovely English rose to the centre, with then 4 shields around it, and the 4 shields having the usual things with the 3 lions of England, Harp of Ireland, and Lion Rampant of Scotland. These are then crowned with some lovely crowns. With the national flowers, we have 2 more roses for England, the thistle for Scotland, and the shamrock for Northern Ireland. We then have a lovely design here you can see going around the rim, separating the legend. The legend reads 1/10 of a pound, 1 florin. So 1 florin was 1/10 of a pound, an early decimal coin. Now this is a godless florin, and we can see here on the obverse, there is no mention to God. It simply says in the legend, Victoria Regina, 1849. So Queen Victoria, 1849. No mention by the grace of God, and no mention defender of the faith. A godless coin that was thought to be a sin by the public and was hated so much they never used it, only minted for 1 year. Less than 500,000 of these coins exist, as very soon after circulating, they were all taken out and swapped out for the new Gothic florins, which did mention God, but was not a sin to use. So these coins have now become iconic and very collectible, and I'm very lucky to have one here in my collection. Although it is a bit worn, we can see there quite a lot of wear to the obverse. We can still see all the design elements, and it is still a godless florin, a great, iconic, and infamous coin among collectors and numismatists, and taking my 4th spot. Now then, into the top 3. Bronze medal, 3rd place goes to this coin right here. This is a beauty of a coin, and my first ever coin purchase of quite a large amount, not just like sort of a few pounds or a fiver. I paid 30 to 40 pounds for this back when I bought it many years ago, and it's a great coin personally for me, and it just has great beauty with the design, and it's just a massive coin that I love to handle and feel, and imagine using this in change back in the 1700s. It weighs 2 ounces of pure copper. It's almost a centimetre thick. It's just a huge hunk of coinage there from a great era from the 1700s, and is a really, really cool coin. You can see here Britannia with a trident and leaves, and the shield there, the sea with her, and a boat there, as Britannia rules the waves. The date, 1797, so very old, and then the word Britannia to the top. The obverse we can see here, it says Georgius III DG Rex, so King George III, by the grace of God. And we can see a lovely portrait here of George III, with still great detail, a laureate, and some draped clothing facing to the right. So this is a George III cartwheel 2p, the largest coin to ever circulate in Britain, and it is just an absolutely amazing coin. It is in my top 10 last time, and still is in my top 10, as this is one of my favourite coins that I just love to handle and feel and have in my collection in quite a good quality for this example. So a great coin there. Now then, 2nd place, we have this coin here. This is really beautiful. Has the same design as the Lima shilling, but is in just so much better condition. We can see here every single design element here of this coin really, really well. The portrait is in great quality as well. I mean, just look at that. George II, by the grace of God. Absolutely amazing portrait with his laureate, his curly hair, sort of uniform there, military uniform, as he was the last king to join his troops in battle. A light colouring to the coin, not any dirt or darkness to the coin. So overall, everything you'd want from a coin. A truly amazing piece of history, coinage, and a great 2nd place coin for my collection. Now then, we move on to 1st place. My current favourite coin in my collection. It is an 1887 crown, right here. Now this is a lovely coin, Now, for those of you that watched other videos, you will know that I do love the crown coin, probably my favourite denomination. And this one is of true beauty. We have the Jubilee head here to the obverse. And although it is a controversial portrait, some very much like it, some don't like it at all, I do quite like this portrait. We can see the crown, the veil, lots of jewellery and brooches there adding design detail, and Victoria facing to the left with a legend around her. Now this coin is in great condition, with all edge milling intact and all design intact as well, and I really do love the design here of St. George slaying the dragon. It's a classic design for the sovereign and for the crown, and this is my best condition crown, as we can see here from the Jubilee year of 1887. So overall, I just think this is a really, really good coin to handle and feel. I like the feel of a big coin. I like big coins, like I say, with the cartwheel 2p, and then a big coin here made of silver with a great design, great condition, just really takes the cake for me. And this is my favourite coin in my collection for now, for this year. But who knows what I'll have next year, and this will be dethroned as my favourite coin. So there we go, the top 10 best coins in my collection as of September 2023. Now I'll do one next year and see how it changes, but for now, those are the top 10 best coins in my collection. Please comment down below your favourite of my top 10, and comment down below your favourite coin in your collection, as I'd love to know. So there we go, please do leave a like and subscribe if you've enjoyed, and we'll see you again soon for some more coins in the future, bits and bobs. Bye!